Everywhere I finally burst in the early half today as I rise news scatter in the early half today amidst the fact that Tinubu said anybody that criticizes him will be thrown in 3 years imprisonment. Now, amidst all this fact, looking at what Rufai OSENI of our Rise News did in the early half today, he labast and labosed Tinubu's children in the live television, and he didn't stop there. He sent them a song, an abusive song, to go and sing for their father in the Aso Rock. Come and see what is going on. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video because I'm going to be showing you the video of where Rufai OSENI did everything. This shaked Tinubu and it caused Tinubu to break down in the early half today. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. This is the only reason why they want Rufai to be put in 3 years imprisonment. So if you can't share the video, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. We're gonna stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now. It makes sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the registration button appearing on your video screen and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Kasala finally burst in the early half today in our Rise News. It's normally news that it is economy downfall and people are lamenting in the streets. People are shouting and they are crying that, oh, Tinubu should do something regarding the hardship that is in town. A lot of people cannot even afford to eat 2 square meal again. Even 1 square meal is not even possible in the state of Nigeria again. People that are even earning salary cannot even purchase something reasonable with their salary in market. So that is what is happening. Dollar is rising against Naira every day, every blessed day. Now, Rufai OSENI have finally come out. They did not like Rufai OSENI right from time. A lot of Nigerian politicians did not like this guy right from time because he will always come out among the numbers of journalists that we have in Nigeria and we always call a spade a spade. He confronts the politicians to their face. This guy is kind of fearless and he will always ask questions that are intellectual, and if you're not careful as a politician, you will fall in the trap and you unveil your buttons to the general public. Rufai ask questions that befit the common man and all of that. So that is what this guy have been doing. Now something tragic happened in the early half today, and Rufai OSENI sent Tinubu's children to go and sing this song for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and this song is a song of mockery and all of that. Rufai disgraced Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he labast and labosed Tinubu. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. They want to put Rufai in jail just because of this song. You will see the video in this video, and if you cannot share, just like it. Like the video as I'm watching it, like it, and so that YouTube will recommend it for us. A lot is coming to us in Nigeria right now, and a lot of Nigerians are not seeing this coming. There are a lot of protesters out there protesting that Tinubu should do something regarding the hardship. Fuel price is very expensive now. As at now, it's around 617 naira and all of that, and a lot of things have hiked up in the country. People cannot afford what they can afford on a normal day again. Even Gary that they call poor men food, Gary have hiked up to around 1,200 per rubber now. You can see what is happening. As at then, Gary was around, I could remember when they were selling Gary 100 naira per rubber. So a lot of things have gone wrong in the country and people cannot even bear this again. Now Tinubu's children finally come out and they're making comment based on what Nigerians are doing. Nigerians are in the street and they are lamenting that Tinubu should regulate things back. They should cause deflation to take place. But Tinubu's children are finally come out. Looking at what Tinubu's children did, Tinubu came out from the office of the first son that is not even constitutional, because according to report, Tinubu gave them office of the first son, office of the first daughter, and these offices are not constitutional. Even the office of the first lady that they are allocating money to refurbish and to renovate is not even existing in the constitution. So Tinubu is just like allocating offices to all his family members in the Aso Rock chamber. Now looking at what is happening, see, Tinubu came out amidst all the sufferings and the protests of Nigerians. No, this guy came out as Tinubu's son and he made it not a general public that the general public should bear with his father, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Now that did not stop there. the Iyaloja of Lagos, Tinubu's daughter, came out and made the same comment that Nigerians should just stop, they should stop protesting, they should just bear with his father, that everything is going to be okay, that the hope is going to come alive and all of that. But Rufai finally bashed them in the earlier afternoon. You know, it is this same Tinubu children that are living luxurious lifestyle in the Aso Rock chamber. They are living luxurious lifestyle, and they are the one coming out now telling Nigerians to bear that these sufferings are just baby suffering. You know, as Tinubu said in one of his videos, he said this pain is just a baby pain, it's a baby suffering that Nigerians should bear. Now, this same baby suffering, they are not undergoing it, they are not undergoing an inch of it. Tinubu's daughter Aisha Tinubu did birthday. This lady did birthday in Grenada and he spent over $1.5 million for 10 days for just the birthday, her 50th birthday, golden jubilee and all of that. She spent more than $1.5 million, and that is around 3 billion naira. And this is just for birthday celebration, and it is the same people that are now coming out telling you that you should stop protesting, that everything is going to be fine, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Looking at what Rufai said, stay connected to the end of this video. You will see the song that Rufai sang to them that is causing the trouble in the early afternoon. The reason why they want to put Rufai in jail is because of this song. You will see it yourself. Just stay connected. If you can share the video, just share it, and if you can share, like it, give it a thumb up. I'm coming back again.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu, has called on Nigerians to have faith in his father's administration in the midst of the economic hardship plaguing the nation. Sheyi, in a post on his Instagram page on Monday, recalled President Tinubu's statement during the country's 63rd independence anniversary. Well, his father wrote, and this is what he posted on his Twitter account. He wrote, "There is no joy in seeing the people of this nation shoulder burdens that should have been shed years ago. I wish today's difficulties did not exist, but we must endure if we are to reach the good side of our future." Well, in the same vein, the first daughter of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, PERSIADE Tinubu Ojo, who is the Iyaloja General of Lagos State, has also called on Nigerians to be patient over the economic hardship in the country. PERSIADE made the plea when she was turbaned the Iya Adini of Kadariya in Nigeria and Africa for her contributions towards the development of Islam on Sunday. PERSIADE, whose husband's recent appointment as the managing director of the Federal Housing Authority has drawn criticism among housing sector stakeholders, assured Nigerians that her father is working to address the hardship in the land. Well, Daily Trust quoted PERSIADE as saying, "My message to all Nigerians is to please exercise a little more patience. Everything will be all right. It's just a matter of time. We need to keep our hope alive. There is an economic downturn all over the world, and not just in Nigeria alone, but we pray Allah will see us through." All right. While I catch my breath, obviously you know that this will draw a lot of reactions amongst many Nigerians, because they would say, I mean, they are saying that, you know, President Tinubu's children may not even experience half of the hardship or any of the hardship Nigerians are facing at this point. Your take before I take some reactions from distinguished Nigerians as well.
Very quickly, because I'm sure I would love to hear the Nigerians speak.
All right, let me give you a tweet. Actually, PERSIADE's video was on Sunday, and you know, Sheyi posted his tweet on Monday. So, you know, all of that came out only just yesterday. So this is a tweet from Distinguished. He wrote, "Today was a blessed day. We patriotic Nigerians were addressed by Sheyi Tinubu, the rightful occupant of the office of the first son, and Iyaloja, the rightful occupant of the office of the first daughter. Please keep hope alive." That was tongue-in-cheek. Let me take another tweet. This person wrote, "Hardship. Having faith in the Tinubu government is a matter of choice. As of July 31, 2023, Nigeria has saved over 1 trillion naira, that is $1.32 billion, in just over 2 months from subsidy removal, and yet Nigeria's debt has risen by 75% in 3 months, reaching a total of 87 trillion naira. Meanwhile, Nigeria's 2024 budget is projected to have a debt service of 45% of the expected total revenue. How can the government, which has allocated 45% of its total revenue to service debt, be expected to perform miracles? What are the positive impact of the money saved from subsidies on Nigeria's over 8 months? Nigerians were rewarded with "be patient and have faith," while politicians and their families live in luxury. I mean, this is the rhetoric everywhere.
Yes, it is, and rightly so. Like it was mentioned by the earlier tweet, to be fair, and I have to clarify that there's no office of the first son and there's no office of the first daughter. If they were speaking out, they were speaking in solidarity of their dad, which is normal. I mean, you want to defend your father because you can. And the positive side of that, OG, is the fact that it means that the cries of Nigerians are hitting. So they are hearing it now. You know, sometimes there's a lot of hunger in the land and people are complaining, but the president is shielded from this and they are giving him good reports. But the fact that they feel the need to come out to defend their dad and ask Nigerians to be patient means that positively the protests are they're echoing. The tweets of Nigerians are echoing. The reports and the work of the media is resonating in Asovila. So people, they're listening. And that's why in the earlier protests, the video that had shown, the gentleman there was saying that as many Nigerians as possible, both home and abroad, ought to take to the streets to protest. I don't know about that, but I do know that when it's peaceful, Nigerians have a right to peaceful protest, especially to express their unhappiness with the way that things are currently going on. Now, when it comes to the statements made, the truth is that when people like Tinubu and Loja, General of the Federation, according to a new title following the swearing in of her dad, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when they come out to say things like this, it would carry more weight if their words and their actions align. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be like that. And when it comes to the elite, not just both of them, I just use them as examples of what the elite represent in Nigeria. There's such a disconnect, such that you see lawmakers defending 70 million naira, the cost of 70 million naira to buy SUVs because the roads are not pliable. And then you have the man on the street who does not make up to $1 a day in terms of international figures, but in terms of Nigerian figures, 1,600 naira a day. So there's a disconnect. And what happens when people continue to see this inequality widen is that people get more angry, and when people get angry, they get very desperate as well. So I would suggest that rather than come out to make statements like this, let them go inwards and give this advice privately to their dad. And then the president of the Federation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should do something. Also, finally, I'll make this point. It seems as if there are more people speaking other than the president. The president hasn't come out yet to address Nigerians, to speak to them. There are statements from his surrogates, there are statements from people. Oh, well, there was a statement released, a poster released where in different languages saying people should be patient. The question I'd like to ask is, how long will should Nigerians be patient, and at what point would we get some form of reprieve? We've been hearing this since the removal of fuel subsidy on May 29, 2023, but it doesn't seem like anything is being done, and it's only a matter of time. A word is enough otherwise, and I hope that they'll do something really quickly to help Nigerians.
Yeah, those posters you were talking about, they were in different languages. They were released by the National Orientation Agency. If we can pull up some of those posters, they were released in Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Pidgin, and most of the languages that we have. And it reads, I wish that all the troubles on the ground weren't there at all. But let's be patient if we want to improve our future. I'm not like other people. I'm different. I'm not the kind of person who builds his house on unstable ground. We'll wait a bit if we want our house to be safe and on solid ground. Change is painful, but it is what our future needs now if we want it to be great. I mean, this is what President Tinubu said, and the National Orientation Agency has released that. And we are hearing this, Dr. Abati, hardship. We are hearing be patient. We are hearing endure.
Well, the
not from the poor.
Protesting yesterday in Ibadan, the traders and the youths made it very clear. They said there is hardship in the land. One of the placards they carried said, this is no hope, this is shaggy.
Yes.
And if you know what shaggy means, it means suffering, basically hardship. Now, but in the face of all of this, the patient is what we keep hearing. Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, said the same thing when organized labor said they were going to go on strike. And labor said, we've been patient for 5 months. So, for how much longer do you want us to be patient? The Minister of State for Labor, Honorable Nkeruka Onyejocha, also used the same phrase, Nigerians should be patient. And I'm surprised that the National Orientation Agency has suddenly come alive because that was one government agency that was totally playing possum. But we hope that it will remain alive now, that is beginning to at least say something. So the National Orientation Agency also is saying Nigerians should be patient. So this is a common refrain. As for the children of the president, Sheyi Tinubu and Iyaloja General, and the Yadini of the quadrilla, coming forward and saying Nigerians be patient, Nigerians should learn to endure. Well, there's something called filial love. Some Nigerians will say, well, they've turned this thing into a family affair, something that is a serious matter. But what is responsible for the skepticism of Nigerians is that, it takes us back to that song. I think it's Max Romeo and Offsetters, about uptown babies. Uptown babies don't cry, they don't know what hungry is like. Uptown babies don't cry, they don't know what suffering is like. They have mommy and daddy, lots of toys to play with. They don't know what suffering is like. And nanny and granny.
The legendary Dr. Abati. You're not only a legendary analyst, you're also.
So people will say, what do they know about suffering?
Absolutely, that's the question.
Preaching suffering and endurance. These are uptown babies. Do they really know what suffering is like? Do they know what Nigerians are going through? But the main message is the message that others have articulated, that government needs to address the plight of Nigerians.
Absolutely. Rufai, there are a lot of moving parts here. And, one of the statements I read, which, concerns Folashade Ojo, was the fact that over the weekend there was that uproar with her husband, who was appointed recently as the head of, the housing authority. And a lot of people were talking about the president, just facing a lot of controversies at this moment, including nepotism, which I don't know if he really needs that right now.
I mean, the accusation of nepotism is quite sad.
Yeah.
Also, employment of incompetent people. We're just reviewing something. Somebody that was supposed to be put on the board that had Polytechnic. And the only job, the board of CBN, the only job for MPC is done before I worked in OP. You see, when you look at this country, you wonder what's happening. But you see, those that say be patient, be patient. The patient dog eat the fattest, but it's a lie. The fated dog these days, Oman Babo location, because we're not ready. I mean, we all see these things, and I'm not laughing now. The truth has to be said. If you say somebody should be hopeful and you have parameters, then there's something to be hopeful. But there's no parameter. When the Russia-Ukrainian war happened, we thought, we're going to get more proceeds from crude oil because that's what used to save us in the past. When we had the economic struggle, when the Gulf War happened, it saved us. When we had economic quagmire in the 80s, a lot of things happened. When crude oil prices bump up, we have a safe landing. But, it's not because of oil theft. That's why we're not having crude oil price to save us. It's because of underinvestment. Government over the years does not put their own portion of investment with the oil majors. And because of that, people don't look at us seriously. So those oil majors are not investing again. That's why you see year on year, FDI is dropping and FPI, what they are expecting, is not coming in. You know why? Because they are not even raising interest rates. They are just going to have a monetary policy meeting a couple of days from now. So the parameters does not show anything is coming. They've been struggling to borrow money to show up the Naira all this while. You see, that one too has been babushos, babulujasi. So all the policies has just been babu here and there. And babu means to nullity.
A lot of people are asking what
So the truth is, when you are saying people be hopeful, what are they going to be hopeful? Look at the budget parameters, Oji. The budget parameter shows that this government will have to take a supplementary budget at some point. Because they pegged the budget at over 700 naira, or 800 naira to the dollar. Today is 1.7. Before Easter, it might be 2,000 if care is not taken. So you need to look for more money. And before the half year now, President Tinubu will be asking for more money. But in the spirit of song, Dr. Abba, you sang up now, baby, me too, I want to sing a song this morning. In 1983, Dr. Victor Elijah sang a song. Ìlú lé o, kò sówó lóde. Ọkùnrin kígbe, obìnrin kígbe. Kálukú wọn kígbe owó. Oji, 1983, Victor Elijah sang that song. 41 years ago.
For our international audience.
It means the country is hard. There's no money anywhere.
The country is hard.
Men are crying, women are crying.
Yeah.
Everybody is crying for money. 1983 OG. Victor Laya sang that song. Today, we are singing that song. So when you now look at it and somebody is telling us be hopeful, I have analyzed it. I challenge the government to give me better parameters to show for hope compared to what I have just said now. If they are not good, you peg a budget, for instance, at over 700. The dollar now has gone over 1,600 or 700. So that's why people are shocked, except you have to do magic.
Okay, I'm sorry, but in the fairness, in the spirit of fairness, I have to sing a line of my own song.
Okay, go ahead.
Food
Everyone is singing.
Aye, water no day. Our road no good though. Every day for Tinubu now for all night.
All right, I don't want to be a party pooper. Is that the right thing? I'm done with this singing. No, this is not. I mean, seriously.
Songs can be used to stage a protest.
Well, people have been chanting anti-government songs. This is horrific. There is no money. There's economic hardship in Nigeria. I do not want to sound like a pessimist. It is unfortunate. In the same vein, a leaked utility bill. All right. Well, in the same vein, a leaked utility bill from the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company revealed on Monday that the presidential villa and 86 federal government ministries, departments, and agencies have an outstanding debt of 47 billion naira. As of December 2023, the distribution company, in the leaked memo, said it will disconnect electricity at the presidential villa and the MDAs if the bills are not paid within 10 days. Some of the affected MDAs include the Office of the Chief of Defense Staff, the FCT Ministry, the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of State Petroleum, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Information, Ministry of Education, as well as the Ministry of Agriculture and much more. This, was released, I saw this in the Punch newspaper yesterday, and there are so many more ministries that were named there. 47 billion naira for electricity bill. What's actually going on here, Dr. Abati, in this country, really? How can this be justified?
Well, the paradox we face here is that when government breaks the law, we will have a lot of lawlessness. If government, 86 MDAs, including the villa, do not pay electricity bills, what example is government setting for the rest of society?
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Rufai said in this very video. This same Tinubu children in question, they are living their luxurious lifestyle. I'm not saying they should not come out to defend their father. Yeah, it's a normal thing. When you see that there are some things that is up against your father as a child, you need to come out to put a defense for your father and all of that, amidst all the surface of Nigerians. These people came out as if they feeling the pains of Nigeria, which is not. Tinubu's daughter carried $1.5 million to Grenada for birthday. She spent 10 days in Grenada and she spent $1.5 million. Yeah, we did not know where the money come from, but they never give account of where the money come from and all of that. Now, this is the same people that are now coming out telling people to just endure the pain, the suffering, the high in price of commodities and all of that. Don't forget, this same person spent $1.5 million in Grenada. That is around 3 billion naira in Nigeria currency, and this money is enough to feed feed all the 200 million population of Nigerians in 1 week. This money is enough to feed all Nigerians, and someone's daughter, president's daughter, went to use it for her birthday lavishly, and the same people are now telling you that they are feeling your pain. Where on earth are they feeling the pain? These people are eating the way they like, they are living their luxurious lifestyle, including all the senators in the House of Assembly there. They are living their luxurious lifestyle, cruising in the SUV cars that they purchased for 160 million per senators and all of that, and the same people are telling that they're feeling your pain. Yeah, they remove subsidy, don't forget. These people remove subsidy and they realize more than 1 trillion naira from the subsidy in just 2 months that they removed it. Now, where is the money? Where is the money to elevate the poverty rate of Nigeria? The money is not there. They have mafiaed this money among themselves, according to what Femi Falana said in one of his videos that I released recently. These people are just playing on the intelligence of Nigeria. Yeah, they are telling you that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, that we should bear with the hardship. Even Tinubu came out in one of his videos, said this baby step of suffering, we need to take the baby step of suffering now. What you bought in the market 100 naira yesterday, you go to the market today, they sell it for you 500 naira, 1000 naira, and they are calling this a baby step of suffering. When these people are not feeling the pains and all of that, they are allocating billions of naira for themselves, renovating the office of the first lady that is not even constitutional. They are doing all sorts of things in the Asura chamber, spending Nigerian money. They first of all allocate 2 billion naira to renovate the office of the vice president, the office of Shetima, and after some time, after like 1 month, Wike came out and they allocate 15 billion naira for Wike to rebuild another office for Shetima. The same person they gave 2 billion naira to renovate his office, they are now giving him now 15 billion to build a new office. You can see how these people are just mismanaging the fund. Yeah, we are saying that yes, these people are doing everything possible for things to be regulated, but they remove subsidy. They are removing subsidy based on things so that Nigeria economy can come back to normal. But where are the money for these things? Are we really seeing the dividends? That's a question out there. That's the questions that Nigerians are asking these people. Are we really seeing the dividends? Okay, when the dividends of the subsidy is coming, where is it going to? Are they not mafiaing it among themselves? Dollar is rising every day against naira. These people are out there chasing after bureau de change people and all of that, chasing after forest people and all of that, doing unnecessary things, chasing after people that are posting about Tinubu, the incompetence of Tinubu. They are claiming that they want to put them in 3 years of imprisonment. Now, tell me, if the presidency, the government is really working well, is it not the same bloggers and the same people, the same influencers and the same activists that will still come out to still say the good thing that the government is doing? But the moment where the government is doing the wrong thing and people are dying of hunger, a lot of people are dying of hunger. Even in the last 48 hours, a lot of people died of hunger in this country, whether we like it or not. That you are sinful to eat doesn't mean that everybody is sinful to eat. That you are still financially capable doesn't mean that everybody is financially buoyant. That's the question out there. These people cannot answer the question, where are the money going to? Dollar is rising against naira. Why is it that dollar is not going to rise against naira? Did Nigeria have anything that they're producing? There's nothing Nigeria is producing apart from the petroleum and all of that. There's nothing we are producing in this country. Some countries are producing cars, some countries are producing some things that other countries cannot do without. But Nigeria is not producing anything now. Since we are not producing anything, we are not importing anything, why is it that dollar is not going to be rising against naira? Do we produce anything? Nigeria is not a productive country, whether we like it or not. Let's call it spade a spade. Now, Rufai have sang for them in this very video, and the singer of this song sang this song during the regime of Obasanjo then, and Obasanjo was looking for everything possible to get this person arrested then. It is the same song now that Rufai used to abuse Tinubu now in this very video, and now APC people are coming and they said they must put Rufai in 3 years imprisonment because he violated the law that nobody should criticize Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So you mean nobody should criticize Bola Ahmed Tinubu and miss all the sufferings, people that are hungry? Don't forget, a hungry man is an angry man, and that is what the protesters out there are doing. They are lamenting and they are protesting that there must be food on their table. Is their fundamental human right. They are not sinful to eat, and they said that the kidnappers are kidnapping them and still asking for ransom from hungry people. Where on earth is this happening if not for Nigeria? So that's what is happening. Rufai sang this song and APC people are attacking him in the early hour of today. That why is it that he sang that song in the live television? Who is he making mockery of? And now a lot of people are reacting to the comment of Tinubu's children. A lot of people are telling them to shut up their mouth, that they don't know what is going on in the streets. They should not pretend as if they know the pains that the people are going through, that they should shut up their mouth. They are enjoying their lives in the Asura chamber, but yet they are coming out trying to defend their father that is not even defendable in this occasion. So drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. What do you guys think? Drop your opinion. Feel free, say your mind, as I'm gonna edit to get and that thing added for you. And sure, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV, at LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
For my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor where the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor where the back, where. Politician where they do pass. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.